Hi everybody, Graham here with a reasonably sunny evening in California. In fact, we'll just do that to make it a little bit better. And of course, I'm here with the updates on the developments for We Share Abundance, Success on the Plate, the SOAP plan, that is the Success on the Plate, SOAP. That also stands for Serving Others Attracts Prosperity. And we also have the Cash Cow program, and we should be streaming live on YouTube, Twitch, and in our Facebook group, We Share Abundance Publicly. And I'll be heading there in a moment. That is where we see the comments. That is where I can interact with people. So unfortunately, if you're on YouTube or Twitch, I probably won't see your comments. Very, very rarely do they pop up as they should do in the Melon app. However, whichever platform you're watching on, you are very welcome. Whichever continent you're from, whichever country you're from, you are very welcome. Whether you remember a guest or somebody that's just popped by and said, I wonder what's going on there, you are also very welcome. So let's head over right now to Facebook. And we look for the group We Share Abundance Publicly. And hopefully we will see me with some updates for the 22nd of April, which is today, 22/4/22. And we've got volume on my system here. Let me get rid of that. And things seem to be working okay. We've got Russ Cowley at the top of the comments list from Newcastle in the UK. We've got Ramachandra from India, who is a UK citizen. Russ Cowley letting me know I'm coming through loud and clear. Thank you. Dave Jackson from London, UK. Nankumar Tukaram from India / USA. And we've got Peter from Kettering, UK. And I'm going to take a little sip of water. Excuse me. And not a lot really happening in the sporting world on a Friday, apart from Lancashire CC. They're doing okay. They're in the lead now with 7 wickets standing. And local boy, well, I say local, he's from Bolton, Josh, has an unbeaten 154, I think, at the moment. So that game going well for Lancashire. We've got Norman in from Doncaster, UK, and Richard from Devon, UK. Kingsley from Manchester, UK. Lots of people from the UK. And we'll give it just 1 minute and then we'll get started. And we've got Bhakti in from India, Mayapur near Kolkata, I believe. Okay. I've never been to India. I would like to visit India. Be a big trip for Cody though. Okay, we are about to click over, I think. So we will get started with a short prayer. There's no Avazu meetings on today, I don't think. I couldn't see any anyway. I went to the CRC to check because I wanted to clarify some things, but we'll get those clarified on Saturday. They have a Q&A session. Another quick slurp and then we'll get going. Okay, let's start with a short prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, we are so thankful for you, and we ask that you bless the We Share Abundance community, that it may fill each member's heart with unconditional love, and through that love, that each member may find the joy of service, and through service, bless each member, that they may find true happiness and everything they need in life. Amen. And what is We Share Abundance? We are a cloud nation. We are totally cosmopolitan. We welcome people of all countries, geographical countries, creeds, cultures, backgrounds, knowledge, whatever, different colours, eyes, skins, one-legged, two-legged, whatever you are, you're very welcome here. We are the United Nations of the world. And there's a little affirmation that I've been practicing since the outbreak of war in the Ukraine, which has been going on for a while now. And that is, we're so happy and grateful to be living in the United States of the world with God and truth as our leaders. Heavenly Father, let thy kingdom of peace come on earth as it is in heaven, that we may all be freed from divisive inharmony and become perfect citizens in body, mind and soul of thy world. And interestingly, I have a little stack of cards, and I go through them and I read one a day and I try to take it to heart. And the one today was about peace. And it said, change yourself and you have done your part in changing the world. Every individual must change his own life if he wants to live in a peaceful world. The world cannot become peaceful unless and until you yourself begin to work towards peace. It is only by removing hate from our hearts that we can live a Christ-like life. So that was appropriate, I thought, for today. And I've been talking about attitude as well in the last couple of days, and something cropped up in another book that I was reading, and this was about happiness, and really it relates to attitude. It says, remember that when you are unhappy, it is generally because you do not visualize strongly enough the great things that you definitely want to accomplish in life, nor do you employ steadfastly enough your willpower, your creative ability, and your patience until your dreams are materialized. You see, everything we want is available to us. It is within our power to achieve anything we choose to achieve. But we have to focus on it. We have to have faith, and faith is the substance of things that are hoped for. And more so, it is the reality of things that we don't yet see, the evidence of those things. It's all in faith. And in the Bible, Mark 11:24 says, therefore I tell you, whatever you ask in prayer, believe that you have received it and it will be yours. And this is something that almost every, if not every, personal development teacher, guru, book, video hammers home all the time. You've got to believe that what you want is already yours, and you've got to be grateful for it. And your gratitude is like you've got it now, you know. And that's why the late Bob Proctor had this thing about affirmations. They always started with, I'm so happy and grateful now. I'm so happy and grateful now. And then you can add in anything you want. I'm so happy and grateful now that I have multiple income streams which flow to me on a never increasing basis. I'm so happy and grateful now that I have perfect health. I'm so happy and grateful now that my relationships are always good and filled with love. I'm so happy and grateful now. It's written in the Bible from 2,000 years ago. It's written probably in many philosophies before that. I'm sure there will be equivalents in the writings of philosophers and biblical scholars and all sorts well before the days of the New Testament 2,000 years ago. And they will all be saying the same thing. If you want it, you can have it. All you've got to do is believe that you have it now and be grateful for it. And that sounds very simple. And it is simple, but it's not necessarily easy to have that faith and belief in what you're doing. But if you keep repeating it, if you keep living it and you write it down every day, 20 times, 50 times, 100 times, write it down, and eventually it'll become a part of you. And when it becomes a part of you, it'll move from that conscious mind into your subconscious. And you're halfway there. You're not all the way there. You're halfway there. Once it gets into the subconscious, you keep repeating it with feeling, with emotion, and it'll move from the subconscious into the superconscious. And that is when things will start happening for you. Things, people, events, whatever it may be, will be attracted into your life that will manifest whatever it is that you are looking for. It is all down to you. Nobody can do it for you. People can present you with opportunities, but if your mindset's not right, you either won't see them or you won't take them. It's important that we spread this message, because if we want to banish poverty, we're not going to do it by giving people money. It'd be lovely to give them money and create that hope, you know. They've been struggling for so long, and all of a sudden they get this little bit of extra income, whether it's $5 or $10 a month or whatever it may be, maybe a bit more. That will give them that spark of hope. And from that hope, then we can build on that. We can say, okay, this is just the start. Look where you're going, but you've got to believe it now. You've got to believe it as though you have it now. And if we can do that, then we will kindle that courage to go ahead and be more than they thought they could be. And we'll give the strength to say, no, I'm not a failure. I am whatever I choose to be. And I am so happy and grateful now that I am. Once again, that strong start to every affirmation from Bob Proctor. I'm so happy and grateful now. Believe it. Believe it. Believe it. Okay, what are we up to with developments? Let me just check and see who else is here. I remember seeing Bhakti from Mayapur. We've got Rakesh from India. Bhakti says, yeah, near Kolkata. Kolkata. Not sure how you pronounce it now. The British version was Calcutta, of course, but it long ago got changed back to a more Indian-sounding name of Kolkata. Birthplace of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Okay, I don't know him, but there are lots of wonderfully spiritual people and teachers in, or that came from the subcontinent of India. Okay, and we have Ned Mall saying hello and the whole Weezer community. I suppose that's the whole Weezer community, yeah? Ned Mall, you have to believe in order to achieve, and in order to achieve, you have to believe. Correct. It's all about attitude. It's all about strength of character, purpose, desire, emotion. You've got to be emotional about the things that you want. You've got to really want them. You know, many years ago, about 50 years ago, when I first got involved in the home business industry, and that started me out in the personal development industry, because they wanted to sell their products and for you to build a network that they could move their products through. And the best way to do that was to get you involved in personal development so that you became a better member of their network, if you like. And you were, and probably still are, taught to take pictures of things like the car that you want and the house that you want, and put them on a visual board, you know, and see them all the time. And there's nothing wrong with that. But so often we think that we want things. I mean, I remember thinking that I probably wanted a Rolls Royce. You know, I've never really wanted a Rolls Royce, but it was the status. It was the top car, you know, the top thing. And my wife and I, we even went to showrooms to look at Rolls Royce and said, yeah, well, you know, we'll have one of those, that'd be nice. But we didn't really want that. It's more sort of keeping up with the Joneses. What will show that we've achieved things? What will that status, how will we express the status? So you've got to be really looking at something that you really truly want. I mean, some people may really truly want a Rolls Royce or a Porsche or whatever, you know. I mean, to me, a car's a car. I don't care what it is. I don't care how old it is, as long as I can get in it, switch it on, and gets me where I want to go. And I've always been that way about vehicles, even when I had a motorbike, a scooter, before I was allowed to drive cars. You know, there's an age difference in the UK. I suppose it's still there. And it never really bothered me what it was, as long as, you know, could get on it and go. And yet I had this picture up of something that I didn't really want, and I never got it because I didn't really want it. In fact, there's not very much that I've ever really wanted, and I've been blessed to really muddle my way through life with never having a lack, really. And I've never had a lack mentality. I've always thought that, you know, well, okay, it don't matter, because whatever I need, I'll always be able to find enough money to get that anyway. And it's allowed me, that attitude has allowed me to travel and live in different countries and do different things. And so what I'm really saying here is you've got to be sure when you're setting your goals that they are something that will really hit you emotionally. It is something that you really, really, truly want. And it may be a relationship. It may not be a material thing. It may be good health. It may be, you know, whatever it is, but be really, really sure that you want it, and then attach that emotion to it and believe that you have it, and it will come to you. Okay, one of the things that we talk about, or I've talked about anyway, we look at peace, hope, harmony, and love as the four cornerstones, and they lead to better health, true happiness, and freedom. And what is freedom? It's not just being out of jail, you know. It's the freedom to be, do, and have whatever you want, and the freedom to choose what you want rather than what society says you probably should be aspiring to. Because once you have achieved that sort of state of contentment and you know that you can have anything you want, the material aspects of what you thought you want before you reach that level may melt into insignificance, because you will have that feeling that, well, whatever I want, I can get anyway. So what I really want is to help other people, or whatever it may be. And it's that freedom. It frees you from society's imprints, and it allows you to really, truly be who you are deep inside, and not what people think you should be. Okay, enough. What's Devyani been up to? We've been on that PIF thing still. Finally, we've got it. It isn't loaded. It was apparently far, far more complicated than I envisioned. I would probably have not even suggested it if I'd known it was going to be like this. But I think it'll be a really, really valuable asset for We Share Abundance. But her message eventually, after all day, I've left her alone, and basically she's been on this Wednesday, not fully, but all day Thursday and all day today, and bits and pieces prior to that. And she says, finally, the functionality is completed. I was stuck with some user interface issues, but it's solved now. But I need to test it thoroughly and make sure all the tabs, regular orders and PIF orders work correctly. So I'll test it properly on Monday and upload it to the server. So it will be there on Monday. And she says, now adding more products will be easier. So if we want to use the same system for, you know, suppose we have the mole, for example, in existence. It's not there at the moment, but and maybe there's something on the mole that you would want to buy for somebody else as a gift. We'll be able to add that into the PIF system. She said now adding more products will be easier. If it's to be added for nest eggs, for example, we could do it. It can be easily added. Anything can now be added in. The framework is there, and so we could do that. Okay, so so finally the PIF thing is sorted out. And we got more from India. We got Suchitra from India as well. Hi there. I've been haggling with the KYC people that I wanted to go with, and really they're not budging. They say they've given all they can, and I'm not prepared to accept that level because the cost for each individual verification is far higher than is really viable for us. If we were in a financial position to pay them tens of thousands of dollars up front, we could get that down, but we're not. and they claim they've given us as much as they can for what we are prepared to put in up front, and it's not enough. And there are other little clauses in there which I didn't like as well, but I won't even get into those because they're really disqualified on cost, and we're going to go with somebody else, but I haven't exactly decided who yet. But I have a good idea, and hopefully I'll get that sorted out early next week, and we'll be able to get on it quickly. There are a couple of things on the messaging system that I want to be amended if they're not going to take forever, like the PIF thing. Well, it wasn't forever, but it was a few days. But if these changes can be made within maybe a day or 2 days at the most, they're upgrades on the messaging system that I want to have implemented. And they should have been there anyway, but they were never put in there when it was first designed, when the framework was put in. And so we've made do, I suppose, with what we have. What we have is really good, but it's not good enough, and we're going to make it better. So we'll be on that next week while I get sorted out with a different KYC verification outfit. The ups and downs with the AIOP people, we seem to have now got totally resolved. They also had issues because, of course, we were paying for people or from my account, which is the WeShare Abundance account, we're paying for people that aren't in our downline. Because if somebody was already a member of AIOP, and so they don't have to join again, they can put in their what's it called, affiliate ID in the downline builder, and then when we check for the people that we're bringing in from TCC, they've got a member that is not connected to the WeShare Abundance downline. That threw spanners in the works as well, but we've overcome all those things. Tomorrow I will be getting all those accounts sorted out and usable by the TCC members, and they will have the latest updates on the emails, which I've been rewriting. Not drastically, but there are changes that needed to be made on the existing ones. Once they're uploaded, anybody that previously had the AIOP will need to hit that reset button, and it'll load all the new emails in there for them. So that is where we are really. We are working heavily with the TCC people. I am, as I said before, strongly leaning towards closing it to existing members. We'll just let new members join after the end of this month, until we get it better sorted out. So if you want it, you better grab it now. When we do bring it back for all existing members, I think it will probably go up to the first step up from the 1200, which is so low cost, it's ridiculous. And we'll probably certainly put it up to 1500 for the next step, and we'll go with that for a while. We started it at 1200 because that was the absolute minimum that we could possibly do anything with, and that was that is really below rock bottom. 1500 is probably nearer the minimum that we should have set. But I wanted to give everybody the chance. So it'll be there at 1200 until the end of the month. I'll send a message out to people about that because there's only a week left or so, isn't there? For anybody that wants to grab it, they can. If they don't want to, that's fine too. It's no big deal. We will be adding in, once we get the TCC working properly, we will have good traffic sources, and we'll be adding in co-op options, co-op advertising for members. I added Paul Darby into the downline builder today with his system. He's been running that particular system for about 8 years. Before that, he had a TV ads thing, which I tried, and it didn't really work for me. But his newer, I say new system, it's 8 years old. I played with a little bit, but it was at a time when I was really not doing much marketing. I've not done much marketing for 10 years probably, because I've been involved in the evolution of a mission to banish poverty, and neglected my marketing, which is the thing that I used to just do that, and that was good because I could do everything I needed to do in 2 or 3 hours a day, and it brought in decent money. Now, I try and get a little bit here and there, just a few emails out or something, but I don't do any serious marketing, and I haven't done for a while. But Paul is somebody that our styles clash, let's put it that way. The way he presents things, the way I present things, it doesn't come over well to me at all. But he delivers, and that's what's important. And he is honest, and he is helpful, and those are characteristics that aren't always available, particularly in the Leeds market online. And so that is why I put him up. And I haven't tested any of his leads personally yet, because I have other contacts, but I will be doing. I will be getting some of his leads and testing them. He has a bulk lead thing, but those are a throwaway, a gift, and anything you get from those, okay, that's fine. You will pick up bits and pieces, but they're not going to be highly productive. But you get in them for next to nothing. He throws them in with your membership fee, which is $20 a month, but you get the first month at the moment for half price. So that's Paul Darby. I believe his paid leads will work well with our soap offer. It'll get people in, and they are buyers, and they will see the potential, and you will get upgrades. And of course, that's what you want. You want a few upgrades because that boosts your income. Instead of making $15 for 5, giving away 5 coupons, you might make 115 instead. Better, isn't it? So I've added him in. He has a reseller program as well, and that's why I put him in the downline builder, because if you want to join his reseller program, you can update your information in there. Okay. Norman Firth, Attitude is Everything by Jeff Keller. Excellent book. I can highly recommend. There you go. People recommending good stuff to you. Norman always has a really good positive attitude. And if he's got some of that from that book by Jeff Keller, then I can recommend it based on Norman's recommendation. I've not read it. I confess I've not read it, but But attitude is everything. It really, really is. And it'll decide where you will be in life, in what you want, with what you want. I mean, most people never really achieve what they want. They muddle through and make do with things because it's less painful than making the change and the effort. They don't really enjoy being where they are. They'd rather be there, but they can't be bothered to put in the effort to get there. It's like, shall we go to the beach? Oh no, because it's a half-mile walk. I'll sit here and watch telly. It's that thing. So I'm sure that book will be an excellent read. If Norman recommends it, I'm sure it really is good. Norman has a really good attitude. And we got Syed. So hello, how long does it take to right direction everything? How long, I suppose you mean how long before everything is perfect? We will never have everything perfect, Syed. How long is a piece of string, I suppose you could take a piece of string and have a finite measurement for it. But we just do everything as quickly and as well and as completely as we can. Okay. The more help we get from our members, the faster we'll move, because the liquidity pools are based on the effort that our members put in. The more effort that members put in, the more tokens will be moved, the more people will get involved in the Easy Business Builder, the more money that will put into the liquidity pools. The faster the liquidity pools grow, and the more they grow, then the more funds will be available for disbursement from the Wealth Builder. So it's there. You leave it up to just admin, we'll get there. We'll get there, but it'll take a while. If everybody does a little bit, we can be there within a week. Okay. Right. Let's have a look and see if we're getting comments here. And I don't think we are. No, we're getting Facebook users. That's in the Melon app. Let me give you the numbers then. Let me get back to Facebook. I've lost Facebook. Facebook, there we go. Numbers today, a little bit up on what we've had, but not much. 23 net increase in registered members to 51,686. An increase of 15 in active members to 8,046. Site ranking still on the wane a little bit, down 50 places for We Share Abundance to 14,096, down 199 places for Multiply Weezer to 47,066. Multiply Weezer, no change in members or people that have bought advertising for the first time, but we still, nevertheless, got $1 from the revenue share just by logging in, and the bonus pool from that now is at $9,843.78. And the tokens I don't think have moved much either. Let's have a look. Weezer token, no change. It's still just over 0.5 cent each, and the coin ranking went down 1 place to 1,789. And Weezer Abundance token, not much change, I don't think. Oh, it's down actually. It's down. It was 320 yesterday. It's 302 today. So it's down about $18, but there's no trading volume to speak of. And it's down 7 places in coin ranking to 828. So the change in value there is going to be related mainly to the dip there's been in the crypto market generally. Okay, so those are your numbers. What else have we got for you? That's it, I think. We are getting to the point now where it'll start kicking in. Some of the test advertising that I've placed will start kicking in. I'll also have a go with Paul Darby's leads, and I've got the tracking links and things set up. I've been swatting up on that. Things have changed in the last 10 years, not significantly, but enough for me to have forgotten what I'd learned and and to take in the new changes. So I've been swatting up on that a little bit. So we'll get the tracking implemented, and we'll start seeing where the best leads are coming from, which are the best splash pages, lead capture pages, email sequences, all this sort of thing. And it'll put us in a position where we will be able to start running co-op ads, and we'll be able to say, you know, this is what we've had in the past. We won't guarantee what you'll get, but we can tell you sort of averages we've been getting in the past, and we can work out a cost for you. So we'll be able to do that. Of course, the people that are in the cash cow program don't need to really worry about that, but a lot of them may feel that they want to do a little bit as well, which is why we chucked in an extra 50 coupons to allow the participants to give a few away themselves, you know, family members, friends, and maybe learn a little bit about marketing, because we'll be maybe teaching that. Once I get time, maybe we can do some you know, not so much trainings, but giving little tips on how to go about marketing, because most people really don't know, and the people that are teaching don't want you to know. They don't tell you much. They won't do much. I've got some. Can I put? How do I do it? Just a minute. I've not put these anywhere yet, but we have some new pictures, and these I've got done because except I don't know where they are. Where have I put them? Oh, I know where they are. Just a minute. I'm looking for the right file. I'm in the wrong place. Here we are. We got them. Okay. I'll do a screen share, but I've got some things at the bottom. I don't know how you get rid of them. Oh, that's it. Let me do a screen share for you. These are things that we can use on social media. Basically, I got them designed for Facebook ads. Where's Melon app? Here we go. Let's do a screen share. I hope this will come up. I hope it'll work. Screen. Yeah. Window. This. Just a minute now. I need to go back here. And there we go. let me get back to Facebook, see if we can see that properly. Yeah, it's there. So we've got these, as I say, they're designed for Facebook ads. You know, these things that you see on the side that attract attention. Interested in an online business? My course shows you how to do it. Perhaps need to change the wording on that. Let me see if I can get to the next one easily. Want to start an online business? Don't know where to start? Let us do it for you. Okay, how about that one? That's a good one for the cash cow. We can also do that with a course. And we've got this one. We show you everything needed to know about running a successful online business. So these are a few pictures. They're only those three, but I think you know, I think this "Let us do it for you" is a good one. But those will be available. I'll get those in the Promote Soap page. Okay. We've got Akpomede from Nigeria. We've got Akintola from somewhere. Please, when will we be able to withdraw in WeShare Abundance? When we build the liquidity pools. I suggest you watch this video from the beginning, Akintola. Marketing tips sounds good. Proper job. Yeah, because most people, even the gurus, you know, they don't tell you that. They'll say, okay, always send things to a lead capture page, always send your traffic there, but they don't tell you how to evaluate the traffic, and they don't tell you how to test things. They don't tell you how to get a cost per client, and they don't tell you how to know your client acquisition cost and what your client value is and things like this. And if you don't know these, you're in the dark. You know, you're never going to make money if you don't get all these numbers right. And fortunately, I like numbers, and so perhaps that's why my marketing in the past, as I say, I've not done any for about 10 years, but was always reasonably successful because I would crunch all the numbers and then move forward and crunch the numbers again, you know. So so we'll perhaps get onto that once I get a little bit of time, and that'll help people, particularly those who are interested in building themselves a good business, living the laptop lifestyle. Basically, I've lived the laptop lifestyle for I don't know how long time. Since not before I got into the United States, because I went there just on a wing and a prayer last time we went there. It was just, okay, we'll go and I'll find something to do. But while we were there, probably the late 1990s, when I started generating enough money online to not need brick and mortar businesses, but we had those as well. But I mean, we had both, and so it's probably about that time. It was 1998 when I made my first money online, but there wasn't enough there to live on. But maybe 1999, something like that. Okay, enough about me and all that stuff and nonsense. So we will now end it. I think we haven't got any more questions. Everything that has been asked has been answered. Somebody's saying, I'm just in Melon, I don't know who this is, but the gurus don't even tell you how to link autoresponder. Yeah, some of them perhaps will, some of them won't. There's a lot of people. I'll tell you, a lot of these self-proclaimed gurus have never done any real marketing. They don't know what they're talking about, a lot of them. It's a case of the blind leading the blind. I've had people come to me saying, oh, you're doing it all wrong. And I said, oh, okay, I am, Mama. How much do you make? Oh, I make... and they've given me some figure. And I said, can you prove it? And then I've shown them how much I make, and they said, okay, and I don't hear from them again. There you go. Anyway, all good fun. Let's call it a day, because this lovely day has flown away. The time has come to part. Auf Wiedersehen, auf Wiedersehen. We'll meet again tomorrow, same time, same place. We'll have sports news as well then. Okay, God bless you all. I'll see you all tomorrow, 7 o'clock. Until then, keep sharing love and abundance. God bless you all. Thank you for being. We share abundance. Without you, we don't exist. This lovely day has flown away. The time has come to part, but only temporarily. Auf Wiedersehen.